What's up, everybody? What's going on, Darksiders? What's the good word? Oh, man. Let some people get in here before we start talking about anything. What's up, William? What's going on, man? So far, it's just me and William in here. Wait a minute, William. Let some people get in here. What's up, Nas? What's going on? Oh, man. Everybody doing good tonight? What happened with the police the other day? What's up, Bernard? What's going on, bro? Man, the cops never even showed up here, man. Never even showed up, bro. That's why I got guns, man. Because I don't. By the time they get here, I could be dead, man. You know. I mean, I was outside, right behind the kennel. I heard the bullet come flying through the trees, cut through the twigs snapping off the trees when it's hitting the trees and shit. Crazy, man. Yeah, man. Long time. Get back in the groove now, man. Get back in the groove. Um, a lot of times on the weekends right now with the show schedules, a lot of times I leave on Friday night, so it's tough for me to do a live. But this is a year where I got to be everywhere, and I need to get my dogs, get my brand out there, and then next year is going to be more selective. I'm only going to hit the real big shows probably. I'll still show a lot, but I'm not going to go to every show. Like I've been going to every show. I mean, this past weekend was the first time I missed. So, well, what's going on is I am going on the 29th to the GCR show in Greensboro. Oh, thanks, William. Yeah, they look pretty good. I tell you, the dogs are destroying them already, though. On the inside, the wood on the inside, tearing them up, man. Some of the 2x4s are eaten in half already. I think I'm going to diamond plate the boxes. I'm going to diamond plate aluminum inside of the boxes so they can't chew nothing. So, I mean, it's brutal. I got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So, first off, I'll start by talking about I bred Vader to a female from Portugal. Okay, from Elite Borbles. Okay, it's a Flocky daughter. You can look up Flocky online. You can see him do bite work. High drive dog. He comes from a dog called Anderson Hulk. So this bitch is big. Real nice bitch. She's big, and she's pregnant. I saw pictures of her today. She's blown up. So I got Vader babies coming. I might be whelping the litter. I'm not sure yet. What's up, Joseph? Yeah, Cece's a little small, man. I mean, I'm hanging on her, letting her grow because, like, my buddy in Georgia gave me the bitch. He wants to use Vader, and He's got a nice female there that we might breed. And I might split the litter with him because he's got a brindle female, and I really want to get brindle in my program. You know, he bought the dog from somebody else, and this will be her last litter because she had a litter not too long ago. She's getting older. I told him to say that after this litter, just fix her and give her to somebody. Don't find her a home. Don't breed her to death. um, so I might be breeding to that female, and like I said, but The pups are due April 18th, tentatively. I don't own the female. The guy who owns the females in Virginia. And what he told me is that, he took a couple weeks off because he's supposed to bring the bitch here to get whelped. I'm supposed to put her in a whelping room, and I'll probably end up sleeping in there and, going through the whole rigmarole because he doesn't know how to whelp the puppies. And his vet said that he would do it, but God knows how much that'll cost. I basically told him I'm supposed to get 2 puppies back, right? One goes to Iron Gates Connie Corso to pay for Rocco. It's basically we swap puppies. Then the other puppy stays with me. I'm going to keep that one. So I was going to tell him just give me 2 puppies, so I get 3, and I'll whelp the litter. Because it's going to cost me a couple $1,000s to whelp the litter anyway. I got to get the tails and the dew claws done, all the shots, food, stress, nightmare. You know what I mean? Because whelping puppies, especially big puppies like this, is not easy. Then you got to hope the female don't act stupid. Like my friend in Georgia, the female just ate the head off one of her puppies, ate the ass off one of the puppies, like crazy, like Jeffrey Dahmer shit. So, ended up only having 1 puppy. You never know these dogs. You never know. But I got another female coming from out west, out Cali. Red female, not black, red. Sorry. And she's already 6, going on 7 months old. And she's outlaw thunderstruck daughter. And she's pretty nice. And in turn, I'm going to breed Vader to her female to pay for it. That way, I'm getting females and dogs in my camp. And then at the same time, I'm getting Vader's productions out there, so, I can show that he can produce, you know. Oh, yeah, whelp litters. I've whelped just in bullies alone, I've whelped 7 litters. Just bullies. Then I've done Rottweilers. I've probably done 10 because I did them for like 12 years. I've whelped Chesapeake Bay Retrievers. I've whelped Beagles. So I've been around, man. I remember I started breeding dogs at 10 years old in 1976 with my old man. Okay. I went from that. I went to bird dogs. Then I went to retrievers, to Chessies. Then I went to pit bulls, Rottweilers from like 93 to 2001. And then I got involved in this stuff. I got into bullies, and then I got into the Borbals. Yeah, I like to think I know what I'm doing. I don't know everything. Nobody does. But, if the thing is with me, if I don't know, I'll go figure it out. I'll find it. I'll research it, and I'll find the correct way to do what I got to do. But I know how to tube feed. I know how to do all that shit. I know all my secret mixtures to keep puppies alive and keep them thriving and, that kind of stuff. But also, so that's what's going on with the breeding thing for Borbals. I had an XL out here. I still have her out here. I'm going to take her back Sunday. I didn't get a chance to breed her. I'm going to breed her, but I didn't get to do it this time. I just couldn't pull it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her back, and then when next time she comes in heat, and he has he has Stella also. So they both came in the heat the same time. So if they go back in the heat the same time next time, I'm going to take both of them back here, breed both of them. So we'll see what happens. That's the whole breeding thing going on. As far as the show schedule, March 29th, I'll be at the GCR barbecue in Greensboro. Then I think it's April 12th. The Validation. That's a DMV show. It's, it's a show up there in Maryland. So I'm gonna go up there to support and bring the big dogs out. Also, in case nobody knows, Karma is champed out. She's a champion now. So she's done. So I'm bringing her back out for the nationals, but I'm not bringing her back out for the other shows because I need to get Vader finished. And 9 times out of 10 she beats Vader because she's got a better rear. So I gotta get this dog finished. What else? Oh yeah. And then in the fall, we got Beast of the East, September 6th. That's a real big show. I'll be there with a full camp. I got a suite at that. I got like a 10 by 20 booth. That's another show I'll be going to. I've also talked to the people for the setups, the tents with your logo and everything on it. I've got that all mocked up. I just have to get the money together. The mock up is all done. I just need to. I got already approved it. I just got to give him the 1,500, and then it's not a 10 by 10. It's 10 by 20, so it's big with the backdrop, the tablecloth, the side rails, everything. So I got that done. So I've been getting shit done. Plumbing business is picking up here and there. Getting a little. It was picking up. Now I got a little slow right now, but it's still okay. A lot better than it was. But then so I got the mock up for the for the setup, for the whole tent setup. Got that done. I've been looking at used shuttle buses. I'm going to buy a used shuttle bus with diesel motor in it. I'm going to take half the seats out. How's the ad guy doing? If you mean for my plumbing business, so. I'm not doing okay. I'm not killing it, but I'm looking for a shuttle bus. I found a couple. Oh, goddamn tired. And all of them are under like $4,000. Four, 47 to 2,500 in that range. Front and rear air conditioning. So basically, because the crates I keep the Borbles in are like 54-inch crates, right? So I need a bus, man. All rubberized floor, air conditioning. I want to be able to take the seats out of the back, and then what I want to do is leave maybe 4 seats in the front for people to sit in case somebody wants to go show with me, plus the driver's seat, and make it into a dog show vehicle. Put my logo on it. I might even wrap the thing. You know what I mean? Get it wrapped. Make it look pimp. So that's that. So I was thinking about doing a trailer, but the trailer just doesn't work. Because then I have to worry about running an air conditioner. Then I got a generator. I mean, put it this way: a brand new trailer with a generator and AC is like $8,200. I can buy a fucking shuttle bus for half of that, and do my thing. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's in the works. I know one thing: I'm running out of room for trophies around here because I got trophies all over here. I got trophies behind me. Can't really see them. Look, trophies over there. I got trophies right next to the computer here. I got the best in show trophy right here. This big, huge, monstrous thing. And Holy shit. This thing's huge, man. This thing weighs like, this thing weighs like 60 pounds. I'm telling you, this is heavy, man. It's solid metal. I got to put batteries in it. It lights up and changes colors and shit. Shout out to June Williams for the jungle, man. June put on a good show, as he always does. Hardware was killer. No fights, no bullshit. So shout out to June Williams. Did his thing, man. The Jungle 7 is next February. I'll be going to that. I'll be going with a squad to that one. I'll probably have 6 dogs with me at that show. I'm going with a squad. I'll probably have the bus bite in. You know what I mean? And I'll have puppies. I'll have Vader. I'll have everybody out there. You know what I mean? So, if you're going to do this, you got to do it. You know what I mean? Ain't no half stepping. So, yeah, we did pretty good, William. We did pretty good. I can't complain. You can see some footage if you go on YouTube, Zeb Brooks Multimedia. You can see some glimpses of me in the videos and for the show, and see some photography and stuff like that. Same thing if you go on like the GCR website. I believe when they show the shows, like all the photo recap, you can go on there and see what's going on there too. What I plan on doing in the fall, in September, is to breed Karma to Vader. And then once the puppies hit the ground and are 2 weeks old, I'm going to start taking deposits. I'm not taking deposits till they're 2 weeks old. Because with these Borbles, they sit on them, they kill them, they eat them. You know what I mean? Did Rocco and Karma win there? Yeah. Actually, at the jungle, Rocco beat like a 3-year-old dog. Because the dog, no disrespect, but the dog had a rear problem. I think the dog had dysplasia in the hips. Because the dog wasn't moving right in the back. Sweet dog, but I think he was dysplastic in the right hip. There was something funny going on, man. When it just didn't mesh. I mean, it was like it was popping out almost. Didn't look right. Rocco's movement is killer. The hardest thing getting Rocco is to stand still, but we've been working on them and stacking him every day. When I let him out, I'll let him run around first, get all his energy out. Then I'll stack him. I'll tell him to work. I'll plant his feet. And I've been taking him to like Lowe's. I've been taking him to Tractor Supply. I've been taking him to places like that to get him socialized and, not acting so crazy. Like he isn't even that crazy out of the crate, but when he's in the crate and he's around a crowd, he don't like that. Maybe he feels trapped and like a dog has a flight, has the flight or flight. Well, he wants to fight. He don't want to flight. He wants to get it in. So I just don't want to bite nobody or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So, but he's looking good, man. I gave him a bath the other day. And I'll tell you, first time I ever took him to Tractor Supply to give him a bath, and he walked right up the ramp into the thing. I hooked him up to it. He didn't try to jump out. I even put the blow dryer, turned that shit up real loud and blow dry him. Didn't move. Didn't move. Wasn't scared, nothing. Got all cleaned up. I walked him around, got him a treat, and left. Let some people pet him. He was cool. Let him check out the baby chicks. Let him hear the noises and all that shit. But he's not a bad dog. He just needs to be worked with. That's my job. If he fails, because I failed. So I have to make sure I don't fail. I mean, some dogs are untrainable. There are some dogs that are untrainable, but he's not one of them. He's a sweetheart. He's a good dog. He just needs guidance, So that's what I'm going to do. Just put the work in. Um, I haven't really worked with CC because, like, I don't know what I'm going to do with her. I might even take her to this show coming up and just throw her in the show just for the hell of it. I don't know. But to me, she's too small. And one thing is too, if you know the Borbal standard, which some of you probably don't, the body's supposed to be longer. Okay, so your height versus the length should not be square. She's kind of short backed. You know what I'm saying? Which is not a big deal. She's correct. She's just her back should be a little longer. But it's no big deal. You can breed her to something that's got a longer back and get it. Um, but her top line's flat. Her stifles are okay. So I might breed her and see what the hell comes out of it. I don't know. I'm just one of those guys. I don't produce puppies just to produce puppies. I'm trying to produce fire for the ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to produce serious dogs. And I think I've got the stuff I need to do it. I just need to get it done. And the puppies I have that are coming in, when they grow up and I breed to other stuff that I keep of my own from like Vader and Karma, man, let me tell you what, boy, I'm gonna have some nice. You give me about 2 years, watch what I got in about 2 years, man. It's gonna be crazy. In the Borbal department, it's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some nice dogs. So, oh, one other thing I want to mention: Borbal Expo coming up, 4-day event in Indiana. The exact date I don't remember. I think it's in May or June. I gotta remember. I gotta look at it on the flyer. I have it on my phone. I actually have to register for that. Pre-register for that. I'm going there. I'm gonna get Vader appraised under the Sabs. I'm gonna have Karma appraised under Sabs. Um, I'm gonna have put them in a show, all that. So this is one thing I want you guys understand. We get a lot of oh, anybody can win at a bully show and blah blah blah. Well, a lot of these shows are not bully shows; they're GCR all breed shows that I'm going to. Okay, I could get beat by a Basset Hound, which I've already gotten beat by a Basset Hound, Huskies, all kinds of shit. All right, so I'm tired of hearing that. Okay, number two, if I place in the top three in any of these shows they're having at that Borbal Expo, I don't want to hear nobody's shit no more. Because you can't tell me my dog is no good when I'm out there with like 200 warbles and he places in third place. I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm going. I'm not scared. If I lose, I lose. But he might win. The dog's in shape. He's looking good. He's back to 100%. So I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it on purpose to prove that I'm not scared to show against anybody, anytime, anywhere. And I know there's dogs out there better than him. You know, and I know they're probably going to be at that expo, but I'll still go against them because that's how I am. I'm competitive. I want to, got to try. I don't care what people say, William. It's not matter about what people say. I'm just proving a point. As far as the dog winning, the dog's winning in all breed shows. It's not winning at bully shows. I started. What happened is I started going to bully shows in for registries that accepted more than just bully breeds. So I was allowed to show there. That's all that happened. Okay. Then when the GCR kicked up, I've been with them from day one, and that's an all breed dog show. And I've been showing ever since. I go to almost every GCR show there is, unless it's on the West Coast because I can't get out there. Anything up and down the East Coast, I hit it. You know what I mean? But we all know, once you start winning or doing anything, getting getting anywhere in this thing, people are gonna start hating you. That's just the norm. You know what I mean? You know, people bitching you that dog ain't all that, and well then come if he ain't all that, then come stack against him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Vader wants to smoke. If you got it, bring fucking smoke. Any place, anytime. I don't care. You know, I can't even get Borbal people to show up to the fucking shows, except for one time, they went to the USBR show, I think it was, and then of course something happened with my father-in-law's house, and I couldn't make it, so it made me look like a fucking clown. Which I didn't do it on purpose. It's an emergency. The guy's house is flooded out. He's 72 years old. I got to help him. What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? But I want to do that again. I want to get all the smoke. I want everybody to come out. You know what I mean? If you beat me, you beat me. I'm not worried about it because you're not going to beat me every time. And eventually, I'm going to come out with a dog and I'm going to kick your ass. So it's all going to work out. Anybody can get beat on any given day. Your dog could have a bad day, you know, whatever. The dog could show well one day. Let me tell you something. I took Vader to a Georgia show. It was a love edition. It was like a Valentine's shit. Okay. I took the dog to the show. He showed okay. He wasn't showing great. Right. You know what? I found out the dog was sick the whole time he was there, and he still showed like a champion. The dog's got balls, and actually, that's what was wrong. His balls were infected. His balls got infected. Don't ask me how, because I have no idea. He could have licked himself, he licked something outside. I don't know. I had to put him antibiotics. He lost weight. I mean, I thought I was going to have him fixed at one point. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is like my worst nightmare. And you know what? He's back 100%. He's fine. He just got into something or got a germ from something, and I don't know. Because I had semen pulled a few, the week before, and the guy that does my semen pulls, he's using gloves, everything's sterile. So I don't blame him because he's pulled them three other times and never had a problem. First I thought it was testicular torsion where it flips, it cuts the circulation off, but that wasn't it. It was just infection. So now he's back. He's 100%. His weight's up. He's looking good. He's eating good. His luggage is all good. You know, I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna do a semen analysis on him soon, just to double check everything. Because I've never done one to see how many billions of blah blah blah. Um, the motility on. I mean, I've seen the motility on a screen. At Chad's house when he pulls them, and he showed that they had full tails and they were flying all over the place. But I'm just doing it just to ease everybody's mind. It cost me a couple $100, but I spend that on stupid shit every day on these dogs. So what's the difference? So, so I'm saying everybody thinks these dogs because they're big and powerful. They get sick. They can get hurt just like a Chihuahua can. If anything, it might be worse because they're big. So it's harder to take care of them when they're sick. You know. But he's 100. He's good now. He's out in the kennel now, raising hell, and he's got his females around him. He's happy. And then at night, he's the only one that comes back in. Now I don't let the other dogs back in no more. They stay outside all the time because I got heat and air in that building. So and they got it. They got it made. They got blankets in there. I'm going to buy the dog hammocks. I'm getting those. I just have to take measurements to make sure I get the ones that'll fit in the boxes. So, but let's see what else I want to talk to you about. One thing I do want to talk about is dog show judging. And this is not me crying about losing at a show, but I'm one of those guys, like, if I see something wrong, I'm going to call you out on it. I don't give a shit who you are. And the last show I went to, I did okay. I did pretty good. But the one show I was in, because there was like 3 shows, the one show, I'm not gonna say who the judge was. I'm not doing that under the throwing people's names out there and discrediting people. I don't do that shit. You know, they had their reason for picking or whatever. I don't even know what it is because I didn't ask them. But I can tell you, I know how to break a dog down. You know, conformation, the way it's showing. You know, I'm trying to be a judge myself. I will tell you this: the female that was put in front of Vader was a train wreck. I mean, cowhocked, scared. I mean, just disaster. And they put that dog up best of breed over Vader. I couldn't believe it. Made me sick to my stomach. I don't mind getting beat by a better dog because Vader got beat by a brown male in the third show. I didn't say nothing about that because it was a nice dog. I don't think it was. I don't think it was as nice as Vader, but it was. He was. They were neck and neck. It was pretty close, and I had no problems with that dog winning. But that female winning over him was total bullshit. Total bullshit. It was just I just can't swallow that one. You know, I mean, if a dog's got a bad top line, is cowhocked, and east west in the front, how the hell are you going to put that in front of my dog? There's 3 faults right there. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's all I'm going to say about that. But other than that, we did pretty good. Um, and I really don't usually have a problem with judges in the ring, even when I lose. Like I lost Like I lost to a Basset Hound for best in show, but the dog was stacked. The dog looked good. For a Basset Hound, the dog looked fire. You know, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you lose to something you know you shouldn't have lost to because you can see it. You can physically see it. It's plain as day. You don't even have to be a judge; you can see it. Yeah, I know it involves politics. I know it involves politics, but a lot of times now the person that was showing that dog is a newcomer to the dog show scene. Okay, so they want to keep them coming back, because that's return money. So it's a money thing too, and I get it. And I've had my glory in the ring. I've won a lot of shows, so I'm not gonna really go crazy over it. I just thought it was bullshit though. I mean, I would have at least the dog had been a little bit better that beat me. You know what I mean? But it was what it was. So other than that, I don't really have any problems with any of the other shows. Any shows I went to, everything's been fine. And one other thing is too, once I champ Vader out, I'll have 2 champions in the GCR. Then I'm gonna try and do my apprenticeship for the judge. And that's what I'm really gonna have to do my homework because then I have to study other breeds, not just my own. I mean, I know a lot of the breed standards because I've had the dogs, different breeds, but a lot of them I don't know as well as I should. But that's when I get the breed standard book, you know, and I start studying to make sure I do my job right. So, but only 3 people in here, man. Hopefully I can get it back to where I had 15, 20, 30 people back in here, man. Maybe if I you know, if I get my consistency back. But yeah, the plan for 26 is shuttle bus. I'll have like 5, 6 dogs with me when I go to a show. I'll leave the crates right in the bus. They won't even come out of the bus except when they go into the show. Then they'll go back into the bus. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm going to start putting more content out and more you know, on YouTube, and because I kind of slacked on the YouTube thing lately, because everything's going with Instagram. You know what I mean? So I've been doing a lot of Instagram, but I'm gonna do Instagram, and I'll put the same video on the YouTube as well, and try and bring it back up. And far as like I said, far as nutrition, like I'm done with kibble. I'm feeding my dogs straight raw from now on because my dogs won't even eat it. Like I mean, there's food sitting out in the bowl now that Rocco hasn't even eaten. I'm not going to continue to waste my money, $65 a bag, and they don't eat the food. So I'm looking to buy, like 500-600 pounds of meat at a clip. You know what I mean? I found this one company, they do 2 pound chubs, in the plastic. And that's perfect because like Vader eats about 4 pounds a day. He'll eat 2 pounds twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Pound and a half to 2 pounds, depending on his weight. If he looks like he's getting too heavy, I back him off. But he eats at least 3 pounds a day, at least. Pound and a half twice a day. Um, but I want to get like a beef tripe liver mixture or something in that, something with tripe and beef in it. And I've looked at all the companies and I'm trying to see who's got the best price and blah blah blah. So I'm working on that. I got an upright freezer right behind me over here. If I have to, I'll get another chest freezer. I can put it outside with a hasp and a lock on it because I have an outlet on the outside of the RV. You know, I'll get like a big chest freezer and buy a used one for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Put all the meat. I saw one lady. She buys a cow. She buys the whole thing and has it butchered. $2,000 a year. She's feeding all her dogs on for like $2,000 a year. Because a lot of the prices have been going up. Like Foundation Raw, he just had to raise his prices up 29 cents a pound. So we'll see. But they do so much better on the raw. I've done a test this past week, right? I took them off the raw, put them back on the kibble. 3 times the stool volume. 3 times. I mean, look like a horse shit in there. I feed them the raw because they're using so much of the nutrients. Like this, easier to clean up. It doesn't smell as bad. I mean, it just makes sense. And the dogs are ripped. I mean, Karma's ripped, man. Karma's like that dog is so strong. She would pull you down the street, man. I mean, Vader's strong too, but that bitch, whew, she's a beast. She is strong. So we'll be staying with the raw for now on. Whether it's chicken, whether it's beef, whether if I like right now I go to the store, I go to Walmart, I buy big rolls of hamburger, 73.27. Then I buy the fresh pet and I rotate it back and forth. But I'm getting ready to buy like a whole shitload, like 500-600 pounds off of somebody and do it that way. Um, I'm also getting all the dogs are going to be breeding. The rest of the dogs are going to be getting Embark soon. Going to get Embark health and genetic testing done on them. So I already got Vader done. So I'm going to do Karma. I'm going to do Ruby is the new dog that's coming. I'm going to do Ruby. And I'm going to do Rocco. I don't know if I'm going to do Cece or not. I might. If I keep her, I will. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the ABKC is accepting Connie Corsos now for in the show ring. I'm going to be registering Rocco for the ABKC. Put him in there. Show him in ABKC shows. Borbles are not accepted yet. I've been trying to push it to get it done. I've been trying to get him into BRC. You know, I've been trying to do a lot of stuff, but the problem is when people don't come out with the Borbles, it's hard to push the breed when you guys don't come out. You know what I mean? I can't be the only one out here, you know, parading Vader around all the time. That's one dog. You know, they want to see 6, 8 of them line up. You know, so I'm calling you guys out. All the Borble breeders. I'm calling you out. Get to the shows. If you got badass dog and you can kick my ass or this and that, everybody's talking shit and blah blah, talking spicy. Bring the fucking dogs out. You know, don't sit at home and cry on the computer that I'm winning if you ain't even showing up. I mean, come on, man. Get off your ass and put a little effort into it and put the dog in the ring. You know, there's no excuse. You know, bottom line is this: if you don't come to the dog shows here because you don't want to spend the money, or you're scared you're going to get your ass beat, you know, you're gonna get whooped by my dog or somebody else's dog. You know, I mean, instead of being a hater, be part of the solution. You know, the Borbles people need to come together, right? I mean, we can still compete and bust balls and all that, but we need to come together to get the breed out there so we can get the breed in the other registries so we can go to more shows. You know, because think about it, Knobber or like Sam's, how many? There's not tons and tons of Borble shows all over the place. We need to make them. We need the other registries like like GCR already does it. GCR, we're straight, and you guys don't even come out to that hardly. Teron Sykes, I give him a shout out. He comes out. He comes outside. There's a couple new guys. There's a new guy, the guy that beat me in the one show. I don't remember his name, but he brought his dogs out. You know what I'm saying? Bring them out. Because when I get on here and I talk shit, I'm basically talking shit to get you guys to come out. I'm really not a shit talker. I show up and I show my dog, and that's where I do my talking. I stack that bitch up and let's go. You know, it's not about really shit talking. I ain't got time for it, to be honest with you. But if I gotta sit here and talk shit to get you guys to come out, that's what I'll do. You know what I'm saying? So that's that for the Borbles. You gotta show up, man. You gotta come out. You can't sit at home on your keyboard and piss and moan. They ain't winning nothing if you can't even come out to the venue. You know? So but it's gonna be a good year, man. I mean, the year's started off good. I think we're gonna have a real good year. You know, I'm excited about the litters. I'm really excited to see my dog produce. I really am. That's even more than the shows this year is the breeding aspect. I'm really into the breeding this year. You know, I'm still going to maintain my show stuff, but I can't wait to see this litter in April. I can't wait to see what Carmen and Vader put when I put them together. You know, it's just going to be, I think I'm going to have some magic happen this year as far as the breeding goes. And all these people that are on list, for puppies from me, I think they're going to be very, very happy. I mean, they're going to be fucking happy. If it comes out the way I think it's going to come out, I'm going to have a lot of smiling faces, man. Let me tell you. And I can tell you right now, like if I breed Karma to Vader and I get, say, I don't know, 13 puppies, I'm probably going to keep 3 of them. You know, I probably got to keep 3 of them. You know, because you don't know what you can look at them in 8 weeks and get it pretty much an idea, but you still don't know no for sure. You know, and to me, it's not just about the money. You know, I mean, I'm going to take that money and reinvest it. And one of the ways I'm going to reinvest it is by buying land to put the dogs on and put myself on. You know, and I'm going to buy progesterone machine, ultrasound machine. Get all my lab equipment, and so I can do all this shit at my house. That's the plan. Because if I tell you, if I can get a place with 2 or 3 acres, I'm telling you, man, and I get these dogs set up right, I could blow this shit wide open. Like this is nothing compared to what I could do. You know, but I'm not going to mass produce anything. I might have 2, 3 litters a year tops. You know, but they're going to be fantastic. Like they're going to be like structured. You know what I mean? So, if anybody's got any questions about anything, any dogs, puppies, you got puppies, you want to do shout outs, go ahead. Anybody's got any bully puppies they're trying to get rid of, feel free to let people know. I don't hate on here. If you advertise something on here, it doesn't mean shit to me. I ain't worried about it. Oh, shit. Slick's in the house. What's up, Slick? So, and I'm still doing the XLs a little bit, not like I used to, but yeah, I can't call it either, bro. Trust me, I can't call it either. Um, but this fawn bitch that I was going to breed, the XL that I'm taking back Sunday, next heat she will be bred. I will make sure it happens. She looking good. She looks better than when I picked her up. She looks better now. I got her all muscled up like bleh. Um, and then Stella, they have Stella too. So Stella's looking good too. So I'll probably breed hers as well. I'm just breeding them both once, and then they're gonna fix them. I'm just getting basically I don't have any of my blood, so they're gonna give me a chance to get my blood back. Oh, and then this is I can't believe I almost didn't tell you guys this. I had a gentleman contact me that bought 2 dogs off of this guy Matthew Magaha that bought dogs off of me. Check this shit out. You ain't gonna believe this one. This is a story here. Listen to this. So what he did, he bought the dogs off of me. I think between the both of them, he spent 5 grand. Right? He took those dogs, turned around, sold them to this guy for $20,000. 20 G's. Didn't even give him the papers on the mail. Sold them for $20,000. So Oreo, that one black and white Merle bitch that was from I believe it was like the second or third litter. He bought her. He bought Kimbo, which was a brown Merle in the same litter. And then he had a dog from my first litter from Gus and Jasmine. That was a male. He bred those 2 together. So the guy calls me up and wants the papers. I have the papers here because Matthew never paid for them. Matthew still owed me like $1,000, right? So he's like, "Well, what can I got to do to get the papers?" So pay me $1,000. I said, "You gave him 20 grand. You can give me 1,000. I'm not going to lose because you got the dogs now. The bottom line is the dogs weren't paid for. I'm sorry it happened to you. You got taken. If you got taken, you got taken. But that's not my problem." So I said, "Look, either give me $1,000 or give me a puppy." Of course, he chose the puppy. So now I got a puppy from from that breeding coming. And XL, I picked a chocolate male he had in the litter. I didn't even want a female. I just picked a male because I got these two females, you know, to breed. So I took a male. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep it, but we'll see. But how crazy is that? Sold the dogs for 20 G's. See what I'm saying? I try to give people good prices and then they fucking take around and fuck you. See what I mean? Because that guy's a dirtbag. He's a hustler. You know what I mean? If I ever see him, I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. I hope he's watching because I will smack the shit out of you. Because what you did is wrong and you know it. You took advantage of somebody that was getting into the game that didn't know what was going on. You took advantage of them. So, one thing I do believe in, what goes around comes the fuck around. You know? It happened with Terry Allen. Remember, I had the bitch for Terry Allen. I got to send the bitch back, right? And she said she didn't have any more puppies and she couldn't give me the money back and blah, blah, blah. And like 6 months went by, 8 months went by, something like that. You know? I figure, well, I'm just screwed. I'm out, I'm out $3,000 or whatever. And but what goes around comes around. And you see what happened was she tried to buy a stud dog from Africa for like 10 G's. It was a scam. She got hit for 10 grand, got ripped off. 10 G's. And I didn't say nothing to like on her Facebook page at the time. I just put a laugh emoji. I didn't like say anything like about payback time, or I didn't say nothing like that. 5 minutes later, she calls me up and says, I got a puppy for you. You know, I guess she realized that karma, what goes around comes around. And she did me right. She did me solid. And then I did turn around. You know what? I did her solid. You know what I did? I champed her dog out. Now she's got a champion sitting out here in my yard. Okay. That's how this shit works. You take care of me, I take care of you. That's how it works. And you can only imagine the thousands of dollars I spent to champ that dog out, driving all over and all the entry fees and gas and bullshit. Probably cost me $5,000 just to champ the dog out. So, but that's how the universe works, guys. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. You know, you're positive, you positive vibes, you do people good. It's gonna come back around to you. If you're just fucking people left and right, you're gonna pay for it. Might not be right now. It might be 10 years from now, but you'll pay for it. Yeah, I mean, shit happens, but I mean, just to rip somebody off for 20 G's, you know, I mean, he sold the one dog for 12,000. That dog wasn't worth $12,000. It's my dog, and I tell you, it ain't worth $12,000. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm real. I keep it real. There ain't no fucking way that male's worth $12,000 because that male that he sold was the only one in the litter had kind of a weird shaped head, like a longer head. I really didn't like the head on the dog at all. So I sold the dog. I didn't like the head at all. Now his head now looks fine. It's still kind of long, but it looks correct because it's got cheek and. But when he was a puppy, he was ugly. I mean, straight up ugly. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't give a shit if it's my dog or not. Because you know what? You're not gonna produce. Not every dog you produce is gonna be a show dog, or is gonna be looking really good. I mean, you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some shitters. But he did turn out to be a nice dog in the end because I've got pictures of him at like 3 years old, and he looks pretty good. And his father Gus, who is up in Long Beach Island, New Jersey. Um, you all see how Gus filled out. Gus is a monster. Gus's head's like there. I mean, Gus looks like he weighs 180 pounds. His chest is like just wide. So, and that's the father of the male to this litter. So Gus is the grandfather. And that's all that Pro Bowl shit, big, massive stuff. So I just thought I'd tell you that story real quick. But basically, to wrap things up, 29th, GCR Barbecue, Greensboro. April 12th, the Validation. And I think there's another show in April. I just can't remember which one it is right now because I'm tired. But we're going to be outside. I got to get to that Validation show and get home because the 18th, that dog's supposed to have puppies. I got to make sure I'm got the whelping box, heat lamps, incubator, get everything lined up, ready to roll. Have all my medicines, colostrum, nurse mate, tube feeder kits, all that shit. So after April 12th, that'll be my last hurrah for a little bit. If I have to whelp this litter, and then it's time to make the donuts. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get off here, guys, and hope you guys are all doing okay. I'll see you guys next Friday, 7 p.m. same time. As you can see, I got a new laptop. Works great, brand new. We're straight. So we're gonna try and get some more consistency in the as far as doing Dark Side Fridays, and I'm gonna do some more content on the YouTube. I bet you, to be honest with you, Slick, his head's probably is as big as Vader's right now. It's big. I got a picture. I'll have to show it to you. Here, let me see if I can pull it up real quick before I get off of here. It's not a picture of him by himself, but you'll be able to see. Oh yeah, here you go. This I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Hold on a second. Let me try and get this. I don't know if it's gonna work with the light and shit, but I don't think that's gonna work out too good. There you go. Wait a minute. I gotta put it on an angle so you don't the light don't screw it up. Yes, that's how big he is. But anyway, you guys take care, and I'll see you next Friday, okay? Peace.